Hi guys, my name is Trinity, and if you're here to see me talk about some books. And let's go ahead and talk about the books that scare me. I went and pulled some books off of my shelves and got a very round number, which I really enjoy. I like getting round numbers. There are 10 of these. And they are books that for one reason or another, I'm scared to read. And I haven't picked them up because I'm scared to read them. So these are out of order because I just filmed a video and ended up knocking this stack over and I was just like, okay, let's just talk about the books, okay? Let's move on. Blood of Elves, Andrzej Sapkowski. Oh, what made me buy these books? I don't know. I like the Witcher series on Netflix. I like the games. So naturally, I'd want to read the books, right? No, not naturally. I've heard so many horrible things about these books, and I picked them up anyway. Oh, okay. So I do want to read these. I do. I just, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to work for me. I know that they bounce back and forth in the timeline. I know that there are certain things about this that I'm probably going to hate, and I bought it anyway. But guess what? This is in the jar. It's in the jar. So if I draw it, we're reading it. And we'll see how it goes. The one thing I can say is the font in this is really large, so I can't imagine them taking too long to read. But not only did I buy this one, I found a set of the first 3. So, I mean, if I don't like it, I can always sell them, but help. Why did I do this? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, controversy. So, the book that Izzy is dying for me to read so that I'll just send it to her and she can have her beautiful edition of this book. So I have said multiple times, I will read all of the Fairyloot books that they send so that I can have an opinion on them. Plus, who knows if I love it or not. There's a chance that I could. This one is a very, very small chance, but there's a chance that I could. So the reasons I think I'm going to hate this book, it's slow paced, it's character driven, it focuses on zero action. There's zero action like in this book. There's not anything to hold my interest in this book. But I do hope that R.F. Kuang's writing will get me through this a little bit. I feel horrible holding on to this book, honestly, guys. I feel horrible because so many people have been dying, especially for this edition of this book. And I'm just holding on to it saying, nah, fam, you can't have it because I still got to read the book I'm not going to like. But I do want to at least give it a chance. Maybe it'll wow me. Maybe it'll shock me. We'll see. We'll see, right? I don't know. This video is going to be a hot mess of me freaking out. So I hope you enjoy that. Oh my. Okay. My books are dusty today. I guess I need to go through and dust them, but whatever. We're not doing that right now. Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. So, why does this book scare me? I don't know, because it's big. It's actually only like 600 pages. I looked because I was very floored by how long it was. Yeah, it's only like 600 pages. Don't read ahead, Trinity. Don't do that, especially the ending. Yeah, no. Have I read Adrian Tchaikovsky before? I tried to read an Adrian Tchaikovsky. However, let me explain a little bit of why that book didn't work out for me. So it was at a time when ebooks were I was really starting to struggle with them. I got Shards of Heaven. Is that it? No. It sounds right, but I don't think that's it. And I think it came after this, so I don't think it's going to be in here. No, it's not going to be in here. So I will look up the book and I will overlay it. Well, anyway, I got it as an ARC and I was very excited. And I struggled to get through that ebook. And because my reading experience was so bad, because it was ebook, not necessarily because anything Adrian Tchaikovsky did, I actually contacted the people who had sent me the ebook and said, listen, I can't review this. The reading experience for me has been so bad, I can't review this. And so I stopped accepting ebooks as review copies because couldn't do it. Now that I have my Kindle, It is better. I do still struggle a little bit, but it is better. And I think because of my experience that I had with that, I'm scared to tackle any more Adrian Tchaikovsky. He's also very well loved in the sci-fi world. He's loved in the fantasy world as well. So I do have a couple of his. I also have now Shadows of the Apt. Yes, yes. Shadows of the Apt. I still need to start that. I bought Empire in Black and Gold. That one I'm not so scared to tackle, but this one seems weird. I like weird, but I don't like weird to the point like I don't like it whenever it just gets completely unbelievable, and I know we're dealing with alien spiders. So we'll see. Yeah, I've been really scared to tackle this one. Oh, the next one. Oh, okay. So size might have something to do with this one here, but I love The Name of the Wind. I love it, and I shouldn't. There is no reason for me to like The Name of the Wind. It's one of those books that I cannot explain why I like it, because it is the antithesis of my reading tastes. Did I pick up the book that has been compared to Name of the Wind more times than I can count? Yes, I did. Why do I love The Name of the Wind? Writing. Patrick Rothfuss's writing is so beautiful. I'm sorry, R.R. Verdi, but you have a lot to live up to, in my opinion. And if the writing is not as good, am I going to like this book? I don't know, because the writing is why I like The Name of the Wind. And I own a beautiful edition of it. It's sitting right there. I love it, but it's the writing that I love, and I'm scared. I'm very scared to tackle this one because I'm afraid I won't like it, because I will be comparing it to Name of the Wind. So this is kind of an author that can just go in this I'm scared to read because I hear so many mixed opinions, so many mixed opinions. This book has actually hit multiple TBRs of mine. I am sorry, my neighbor has decided to start welding. I hope you can't hear that, but anyway, Guy Gavriel. Am I gonna like him? I don't know. And the opinions are so mixed. The reviews are so mixed, and none of them can agree on why the books are good or bad. So it drives me insane. And so I've been very scared to tackle some Guy Gavriel, but I own 3 books of his. 3. I did purchase them at the buy sell trade. Oh, this next one kind of hurts a little bit. It hurts. It hurts. So I really, really, really love Giles Christian. Why haven't I read this yet then? Because I love Giles Christian and I love Arthurian Tales. Well, Giles Christian writes, I don't want to say like dense, but like, kind of like Anthony Ryan, like every sentence has meaning, and there's no audiobook for this. So I'm afraid that with my dyslexia, I'm gonna miss something. And so I keep waiting for an audiobook to be released in the US for this. It still has not happened. It hurts my soul. And that's why I have not read this one yet. But I do want to. I really, really want to. And I think I'm gonna love it. I love Giles Christian's writing. But yeah, like I said, it's one of those things where there's not an audiobook, and so I'm so afraid that if I read it, my dyslexia or my ADHD will kick in, and I won't enjoy this as much as I should. So it has sat lonely on my shelves for a couple of years now because I'm too scared to read it. It breaks my heart. It really does. It breaks my heart because, like I said, it's a book that I want to read more than most of the books on my shelves. I have a feeling this is a book you all saw coming. Red Sister by Mark Lawrence. I have been burned by the Broken Empire. I've talked about this, a few times. I don't like York. I hate York. And everyone tells me, there's redeeming qualities that was this or that. I'm not going to spoil anything, so don't worry about that. And I get it, but I hate him. Like, I can't stand reading from York's perspective. I hate him. Oh, no. There's 2 characters in fiction that I cannot stand to read from, and that is York from the Broken Empire and Ren from the Poppy War. I cannot stand them at all. So, picking up something else by Mark Lawrence. Now, I said this before. I think Mark Lawrence will turn out to be a favorite author for me, but I have to get past York. You know, you saw R.F. Kuang on this. I have to get past Ren. But I do think Mark Lawrence actually has the potential to be a favorite author for me. I don't think R.F. Kuang does, but I do think Mark Lawrence does. And so just, you guys make me read this book. Like, I don't know how you would make me read this, because the more you like hound me about it, the more I'm going to be like, no. But yes, I definitely need to tackle more Mark Lawrence and really find out if he's the author for me, because I honestly think he will be. I honestly think he will be, but I can't seem to make myself do it. Okay, I feel like this book is coming up for very obvious reasons. One, I'm dyslexic. Two, it's weird. But I do like weird things, and I do think there's a chance I will really enjoy this. I will have to get the audio for this one. There's no way around it for me. So let me show you what I'm talking about when I say it is weird. One, my little insert that's supposed to go inside the book has fallen out. I don't know why. I did buy this used, but it was in like pretty good condition, so I don't know why it broke. Okay, so here's the text. Ooh. Looks kind of like a typewriter, but then we do things like this with footnotes, things like this with footnotes, and then things like this. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this without an audio, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. So I have liked mixed media in the past. I definitely love Illuminae. I do need to read the other two books in that series, but like, I loved that. I definitely love the audio of it, and I might love the audio of this. I don't know. I don't know what to. Do you guys think I'll like this? Like, is there enough horror in here for me to actually really love this? Is there enough story for me to like this? I don't. Someone help me. Funny, moving, sexy, beautifully told, an elaborate engagement with the shape and meaning of narrative. That sentence didn't even make sense to me. So cool. Am I gonna like it? Help me. So you heard me mention footnotes in that book, and you're probably seeing Nevernight right behind me. But footnotes are a thing that, I don't know. Like, Jay Kristoff uses them. So I love Jay Kristoff. But they also turn me off to other books, and I don't know why. Okay, so this one is a little bit different. It's not on every page like it is with some of the ones I've read that, you know, like they have footnotes down at the bottom of most pages. This one doesn't seem to be that way. This is a very weird narrative structure. That's what I know. This is a very weird story structure from what I know. And sometimes I like that. Sometimes. Most of the time, no, I don't, because of my ADHD. Now, here's the thing. If I get into it and I hyper focus on it, it could be a book that I love. But if the narrative structure is distracting, I'm going to hate it. So it could go one way or the other. But yeah, if I hyper focus, like if I end up loving this and it just engages my brain, Nevernight. That's what Nevernight did. So it could go one way or the other, and I don't know. I told you most of this video would be me panicking. So yeah. Let me know. Have you guys read The Ruin of Kings? Because I feel like this one's pretty divisive. Let me know your opinion. Tell me why I will like it or why I will hate it, so that I know. Oh man. So this one is definitely a nail biter. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of classic fantasy, Malazan, Game of Thrones, Stormlight, Wheel of Time. Those things do not appeal to me in the slightest. And so, but I have read a lot of modern fantasy that will harken back to this book and this series and say, this was what I read that made me want to write my own book. And that, like, things I've loved, things I haven't cared for. But a lot of the authors that I read that write modern fantasy, or like fantasy in a modern lens, today always say Memory, Sorrow, Thorn, The Dragonbone Chair is one of the epitome fantasy series that they read growing up and that they loved and what really influenced their writing. And so I do want to read this. But I don't like classic fantasy. I don't like it. I know I am weird in saying that because there's so many people who want to read the books that inspired the books that they read, and I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I even have done a video of reading like my favorite author, and I plan to do another one soon, reading like my favorite author. We're going sci-fi for the next one, just so you guys know. But I want to know what inspired them as writers. This one though, I like every now and then I'm like, let's just go ahead and read it. Let's just go ahead and read it, get it off the shelves, or go ahead and read it and, you know, unhaul it if it's not what we like. But I don't know. I really want to. I definitely think that it has the capacity to be something I will enjoy. I definitely think that everything I like about fantasy should be in this book from what I've heard. But classic fantasy and me don't really get along. So I'm scared. I'm scared. All right, that is it for my video today. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.